Welcome, WNBA fans. So, be covering the Atlanta Dream versus the Washington Mystics. And this was a great game. Great game. Just back and forth. Shakira Austin, hell of a game. Hell of a game. Brittany Sykes, just terrific. But she came up a little short. I'll go into that in a little while. So, Austin and Sykes played really well in the first, and they built up a lead. But then Atlanta just came right back. So by the end of the first, it was neck and neck. There was a play in the first where, Sykes can jump really high. So she's in there in the trees, all the taller players, and trying to get a rebound, and she hits it and actually scores a basket for Atlanta. That was kind of funny. I'm sure Brittany Sykes didn't like it so much, but it was just, she's just trying to grab it, and she's jumping up there, and anyway, it was just one of those things. So, Atlanta started hitting threes. They had a really balanced attack from their bench. You had Hillman, Pow, Canada, and Coffee, and they all had about 8 points in the first half. So it was a number of players. And Alicia Gray, who's their leading scorer, she was cold in the first half. She barely even shot. So, but they had built up quite a lead, Atlanta. And then Kiki Arifin had gotten into some foul troubles. She had 3 fouls in the first half. And then got her 4th late in the third. But they were down by 9. The Mystics were down by 9 at halftime. And then right in the first minute of the third quarter, Arifin got another foul. But then there was a play where Alicia Gray was driving to the hoop, and Emily Aisler, because she came in for Arifin being in foul trouble, and she got a beautiful block on Alicia Gray, who's a great shooter, but nice block, because they were, the Mystics were really trying, but the Alicia Gray also had 3 fouls in the by early in the third. But Atlanta was slowly building a lead, and they had it up to 16 points about halfway through the third. And then during that time, Alicia Gray finally started to come alive and started hitting some shots in the third that got them that 16-point lead. But the Mystics were fighting. They were just going back and forth. And so by the end of the third, they were up 12. So they had cut it a little bit, and then Area Finn in the fourth gets her 5th foul. So I'm not sure what's going on with Aaliyah Edwards. She played really well in Unrivaled, and she looks, something's off. I don't know, because she's a really good player, but she's not playing well, and she doesn't seem to, I don't know, something's missing. Something's not right with Aaliyah Edwards, because she's a very good player, but she's not, she's missing layups, and the effort doesn't seem to be there. Maybe something's going on with her, but anyway, that's sorry to see that. So they kept fighting, and in the fourth, with 7, they got it down to 7, and then Shakira Austin was huge in this game. She came up big and late in the game, and she got some key baskets, and then they had it down to 3. They got it all the way down to 3 with 2 minutes left. And then it was just back and forth, and Atlanta was missing shots down the stretch. And then I think it was Jordan Canada hit one to give them a little bit of, I think they were up by 5. And then the Mystics came down, and they got it back down. So anyway, 7 seconds left. The Atlanta takes a shot, and the Mystics get the rebound. Brittany Sykes brings it down, and she's dribbling around, and then she's right at the top of the key, and she takes a 3-pointer, and Alicia Gray comes into her landing zone. So foul. So she gets 3 shots. They are down by 3. It's 92-89. All she has to do is make all 3 shots, all 3 foul shots, and they go to overtime. She misses the second one. That's going to stick with her. That is going to stick with her. Oh, boy. But she didn't try. Maybe she was trying, but I would have tried to just hit it right off the front of the rim and get it to come back to you, and just put it up, because that's your only chance. If you make the last one, you're going to lose by one, which essentially is what happened. So we'll take a look at the scoring. So Atlanta had very balanced scoring. They had 5 people in double figures. So Ryan Howard had 13. Brianna Jones had 14. Griner had 10. Alicia Gray had 18, which is low for her. But she still shot 40% from the field, and she was 2 for 3 from 3. But she usually takes more shots than that. Canada had 11. Naz Hillman had 8. Pow Pow had 7. And Coffey had 9. So very balanced attack from Atlanta. And they almost let this one get away, because they had a big lead and just... But, you know, the Mystics are going to fight. They're going to fight to the very end. They're a very energetic, enthusiastic team. So Citron for the Mystics had 17. Kiki Arifin had 9. It hurt them that she got in foul trouble. Austin had 28, season high for her. I'm not even... I would guess that might be a career high for her. And then she had 10 rebounds. Sykes had 21. She had 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Sutton had 7. Melbourne had 3. Aaliyah Edwards had 3. And Inksler had 3. Although Inksler had a key shot right at the end. That put him down by 3 to give Brittany Sykes that chance. But overall, really good game. Let's see, I believe that the Dream is now 11-4, and the Mystics are 5-8. So, anyway, very entertaining game and a lot of fun to watch. So, anyway, everyone have a good evening.